From Zero, How Peter Started Learning a New Language. Meet Peter. He's an ordinary boy who always dreamed of learning a new language, but he didn't know where to start. Like many people, Peter had doubts. He thought, what if I'm too old to learn? What if I'm not good at it? But one day, Peter decided to take a chance and start his language journey from zero. The first step, setting goals. Peter knew that starting something new can feel overwhelming. So he asked himself, why do I want to learn a new language? For Peter, the reason was simple. He wanted to travel, meet new people, and understand different cultures. He realized that learning a language would open doors to new experiences and friendships. So Peter set a clear goal. He wanted to be able to have a simple conversation in English by the end of the year. Small beginnings, learning the basics. Peter didn't rush. He started with the basics. First, he learned simple greetings like hello and how are you. He practiced saying them every day until they felt natural. Peter realized that it wasn't about learning everything at once. It was about taking small steps, one at a time. Peter used online resources, language apps, and YouTube videos to help him practice. He watched short clips and repeated the words out loud. It was fun, and he didn't feel pressured. The more he practiced, the more confident he became. Creating a routine, daily practice. Peter knew that consistency was key. So he created a simple routine. Every morning, Peter spent 15 minutes learning new words. In the evening, he would watch videos or listen to English songs. Some days were easier than others, but Peter always reminded himself that learning takes time. He realized that even when he didn't feel like studying, just 5 minutes of practice still made a difference. It was better to do something small every day than to try to learn everything in one go. Overcoming challenges. It's okay to make mistakes. Peter faced challenges, just like anyone starting from zero. Sometimes he mispronounced words or forgot what he had learned. But Peter didn't let that discourage him. He reminded himself that making mistakes is a natural part of learning. Instead of feeling embarrassed, Peter saw each mistake as a chance to improve. One day, Peter tried to order coffee in English at a cafe. He felt nervous, but he took a deep breath and gave it a try. The words didn't come out perfectly, but the barista understood him, and that felt like a huge victory. Peter realized that the most important thing was to communicate, not to be perfect. Finding motivation. Celebrate small wins. Peter kept himself motivated by celebrating small wins. Every time he learned a new word or phrase, he felt proud. He kept a journal where he wrote down new words and the date he learned them. Looking back at his progress helped him stay motivated. Sometimes Peter would reward himself with a small treat after a good study session. These small rewards made learning more enjoyable, and he looked forward to each new lesson. Immersing in the language. Surrounding himself with English. As Peter grew more confident, he found new ways to immerse himself in the language. He started watching his favorite shows with English subtitles. He also tried speaking English with his friends and teachers, even if it was just a few sentences. Peter joined online language groups where he could practice with other learners. He found that speaking with others made the learning process more interactive and fun. The more Peter used English in his daily life, the more natural it became. Staying patient. The journey takes time. One of the biggest lessons Peter learned was that patience is essential. Some days it felt like he wasn't making any progress. But he reminded himself that learning a language is a journey. Just like any other skill, it takes time and effort. Peter realized that it's okay to have slow days. The important thing was to keep going. Each small step brought him closer to his goal. Reaching his goal, a simple conversation. After months of practice, Peter's hard work paid off. One day, he had a short conversation in English with a tourist in his town. It wasn't perfect, but he understood the tourist, and the tourist understood him. That moment felt like a big achievement for Peter. It was the result of months of dedication and practice. Peter smiled to himself and thought, I started from zero, and now I can do this. Peter's advice to others: just start. If there's one thing Peter learned on his journey, it's that starting is the hardest part. Once you begin, every day becomes a new opportunity to improve. Peter's advice to anyone wanting to learn a language is simple. Just start. Don't worry about being perfect. Every small step you take brings you closer to your goal. Peter believes that anyone, no matter their age or background, can learn a new language. All it takes is a bit of courage, patience, and the willingness to keep going, even when things get tough. Ready to start your own journey? Peter's story is a reminder that learning a new language is possible for everyone. Whether you're young or old, whether you're starting from zero or have some experience, every step you take brings you closer to your goal. So, are you ready to start your own language journey? Don't wait any longer. As Peter said, the most important thing is to start. Every day is a new opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Take the first step today. Start learning a new language, just like Peter did. It won't always be easy, but it will be worth it. You've got this. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more stories and language learning tips. Let's speak English together.